Welcome to the next episode in the series Execution. Today we'll talk about the six pillars which ensure success of a project or a strategy start to finish. And there's one thing to create a strategy, but it's another to see it to completion, start to finish. Today we'll look at the areas that help you reach successfully from a start to finish of a strategy or a project. So let me take you back to one of the high value projects that I did. Back in the year 2004, we were on the verge of creating, we were on the verge of starting a telecom project which was more than $1 billion. My team and I, when we met for the first time, we looked at the scope. And the first thing that we did was to sit down, visualize, and articulate how the project would look 3 years down the line. It was one of my most powerful moments, and I have since repeated that exercise every time there's a new project, there's a new strategy to be executed. It is a very powerful way to visualize what the end would look like. Now, every time we have done this, there are some 6 areas that keep on coming in one form or other. So these 6 are alignment, structure, cadence, adaptability, visibility, and ownership. Let's go deeper into all of these 6 areas. So let's start with alignment. Now, everybody should be aligned with the goals. You have already done it in your core team. So what you need to do is take it to a wider audience. Whether you take it through kickoff meetings, through one-to-one discussions, through published media, the more it is discussed, the more clarity comes to it. And the more alignment that you would get from the rest of the people who can make a difference between the success and failure of your project. So go out there and get that started. And that's the first thing that you need to do. Because that's where, once you align with your stakeholders, once you align with people who are supporting you, that's going to help. The second one is structure. Now, structure is all about creating that whole foundation. And there are 3 things there. There's people, there's processes, and there's tools. So people need to be clear about what they're doing. So in the team, in the external team, in the extended team, they have to have a visibility of what they're doing. So that's the structure. Now, processes are supporting those people in performing their duties. So that's processes. Now, create the processes and keep on refining them as you go through the project. It is not set in stone. You have to modify it as it goes along. It stands the test of time. And the third thing is tools. Tools help people and processes do their work. The tools can be Excel sheets, it can be applications that you develop, it could be anything. But tools are supporting the process and processes are supporting people. It's not the other way around. It's not people supporting the process supporting the tools. It's not like that. It's the tools supporting the process supporting people. And that's what a good structure looks like. So that's the foundation. The third thing is cadence. Now, I have seen project managers coming to me and saying, oh, I have my team and I talk to them all the time. So why do I need to have meetings? Now, cadence is all about having structured meetings, structured morning stand-up meetings, sprints, reviews on a predetermined days. So they tell me, we talk to my team whole day. And they say, why do I need to do these review meetings every day or 1 week? I said, precisely that's the reason. If you have those structured reviews, you don't need to keep on talking to them every day because they are aligned in what you're doing and you know exactly what they're doing. So you don't need to. So either if you're doing it, either you're not aligned with what they're doing or you're trying to micromanage. Both are not good, right? So that's cadence. The fourth thing is adaptability. Now, adaptability, the moment you make a plan, and you put it on the ground, I can guarantee you there's something that goes wrong. A great project teams or execution teams, they make sure that those plans are modified as you go along. And most, it's not about flexibility. It's not about not changing or winging it. Right? That's not how it is. It is you modify your plans, you modify your work as and when the environment changes and things change. So that's the fourth one. The fifth one is visibility. Have your project reports, have your meeting minutes, and all of this visible to the rest of the organization. There are certain reports that I see where there are no red flags, and that itself is a red flag for me, because there are no projects where there are no red flags, and you tend to hide them. But the point is that if you bring them in open, there's a support that you can get from rest of the organization or the rest of the teams to make sure that those red flags don't happen. So visibility, what you're doing, how you're doing it, make it visible to rest of the organizations. It's either through reports or through meetings or through to the town halls or whatever, but make it visible. So that's the fifth thing that you have. The last one is ownership. While this is at the last, I think this is one of the most important ones. Now, I've seen action lists coming out of the meeting which have no owners, no deadline. Or worst, there are owners, but there are multiple owners and there's no deadline. Now, everybody in that meeting, or even not in that meeting, should know exactly who there has to be a lead, and that's where ownership comes in. If you throw a ball between 5 people, nobody's going to catch it. So you have to have clear owners who will run that project or run that action and report back once that is completed to the rest of the team. So these are the 6 things that are the pillars that really make a project good from start to finish. Join me back next time on my next episode to listen more insightful views, and we'll see you soon.